What's up, YouTube? I'm back. It's Damien with Clean Mud Videos. And I got a question. Do you love making music? Do you love rap? Do you love the studio? Do you love everything that comes with it? Well, if so, this channel's for you. So just sit back, relax, and I'm gonna tell you a little story of how I even started with my own home studio. Stay tuned. All right, so let me take you back with me. So when I first started out, like many of you, I had no clue on what I was doing as far as recording. All I knew is that I just wanted to make music. So from my past experience, I've been in a few different studios. Some of them were home studios, but then other ones were larger studios around the city. So all right, and I was caught into a dilemma. I wanted to record an album. I had a passion just for doing music and I wanted to record an album, but I didn't have the money. I got it. Then I got to thinking, you know what? I do have a motorcycle. Make an album and sell my motorcycle, or keep my motorcycle and just forget about the music? Nah, it wasn't gonna happen. Okay, so I decided to sell my motorcycle and then take the money from my motorcycle and go and record an album. But then I got to thinking again, I could take my hard-earned money and record one album, or I can take the same money and go and buy my own studio setup. Yeah, that's it. So anyway, I took the money and instead of going and recording the album, I said, you know what? I'm gonna invest this money in myself. I work for it, it's mine. Yeah, I'm gonna invest this money in myself. After looking through a few music sites, I went and bought my own studio setup. Now, when I first bought this studio setup, I thought like, man, dude, this is crazy. I don't even know how to record. I don't even know what a record button is. I knew absolutely nothing about recording myself. I was thinking, man, it's the worst mistake of my life. No motorcycle, and I don't even know how to record. So anyway, after looking on YouTube and looking up the instructions and just doing everything, asking around, and I figured out how to record. I figured out what I was doing a little bit. I got just good enough to be able to record an album. And after recording my first project, now I'm stuck in another situation because now I need somebody who's better than me to be able to mix it. So I asked around, got a few prices. I found a person that I wanted to mix my stuff and I'm like, yeah, let's talk. So me and this guy, we sat down, we had an agreement. The deal was to give half up front. He finished the project, and once the project is finished, then I give him the other half. So anyway, I gave him the half up front and I gave him my project files. And after checking back with this dude, after a month's time, still no progress has been made, and I was discouraged. So, as you know, caught in another dilemma. So I said to myself, you know what? Instead of having somebody else do it, I'll do it myself. I'll mix my own project. So I went to this guy, we talked, and since he had dropped the ball on his end, he ended up giving me a refund back. So I took the money from the refund and I went and bought me some new monitors. I went and bought a bunch of mixing tutorials. I went and bought a bunch of plugins and I was ready to go. So over time with these tutorials, with everything that I was learning to mix with the plugins and then even help from friends, I was still finding my mixes to be subpar to a lot of the artists and stuff that I listened to. And I started to realize the problem was in my equipment. These guys and these people are using some A1 equipment and I'm just using the regular basics. So I had a job, I had a way to make money, and I went back out and I started buying more equipment. So I bought equipment, I sold equipment, I bought equipment, I sold equipment. I bought it at the store price, and then sometimes I sold it below price. But even after buying and selling and buying and selling and buying and selling equipment, I just really was not getting the sound that I was desiring. So I came to realize a lot of my frustration was in my mixing ability. It wasn't even in my equipment for real. So this brings me to, why did I start this channel? The reason I started this channel is to hopefully save you from some of the heartache that I've went through. A lot of the heartache of buying equipment and selling equipment and just looking for those right pieces. Sometimes hearing that one piece is better than the other piece and you should get this microphone over this microphone. You should get this recording program over this recording program. You should do this, you should do that. So over time, I've come to realize that quote unquote better doesn't always really mean better for you. But in other instances, sometimes better does mean better. So my goal for this channel is to demo as much of the equipment that I have so that you can hear the difference in the sound, the quality, the nuances, everything in these pieces of equipment, where you can make your decision on if you should upgrade or if you should just use the equipment that you have, because it's not worth the upgrade sometimes. And my reason for doing this is because over the years of searching through YouTube, what I found is that most of the mic demos and most of the equipment in the studios, most of it gets demoed on somebody singing versus rapping. And so me with my studio, mostly what I do is rap. And most of the demos that I've seen just haven't been real helpful in the area that I need it to be. And let me make this disclaimer again. I am by far not the best mixing engineer. But in saying that, that's the reason why in a lot of my videos, I'll give you the files and allow you to be able to manipulate the files. You can put them into your own DAW and you can work with them. So my purpose in giving you these files is to allow you to be able to hear these files in your own DAW, because as going through YouTube, YouTube does do a little bit of compression to the sound that you're hearing. And with some of the equipment that I use, it will make it easier to mix the vocal, and sometimes it might make it a little harder to mix the vocal. So this way, you can pull the file into your own system, and then you can manipulate it, you can play with it, you can mix it on your own, so you can see if these pieces of equipment may make your job easier or if it'll make your job harder. So also, my suggestion is, before you go out and buy any new equipment, learn how to use the equipment that you have first. So my mistakes is that sometimes I went out not really knowing how to process vocals. I went out and bought a different mic thinking that the mic was gonna help me in my processing of the vocals. But so yeah, like I said, just every piece of equipment that you have, please use that first before taking the time out to go and buy new pieces of equipment. And I know I can say that, but it may go in one ear and out the other because I've done it myself. So in every video that I do, I always suggest that you use some studio grade headphones or use some studio grade monitors or something to be able to listen to it. And also, as you listen to it, you may not hear the difference in the microphones the first time. So sometimes go back through and listen, or you may not hear the difference in the compressors. You may not hear the difference in the pieces of equipment. So just go back through, listen to the high end, listen to the mids, and listen to the highs and lows and all of that. So like I said, that's my purpose in doing this. I hope that this channel is helpful for you. If it is, then hit me with that thumbs up, subscribe, leave comments in the video. So as you leave comments, I do my best to try to get back with you. So one thing, just understand that I'm a barber as well. So I'm spending a lot of time in the barbershop cutting a lot of hair. And so I don't really have the time. Sometimes I may overlook the comment, but I always try to go back to it and look and reply to everybody who says something. So I'm trying to be as helpful as people have been to me in the past. So yeah, feel free to ask any question. No question is stupid. And then also, if you don't want to ask the question right on YouTube, you can hit me up on Instagram, you can hit me up on Twitter. I'll provide a link in the description for both of those sites, and then you can DM me, you can ask me the question. And yeah, so that's about it. So like I said, for more videos, please like, please share, please subscribe, and yeah, hit your boy up. So yep, I'm out, man. Peace.